live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We try and do it right at 10 o'clock, but we just had so much love going on behind the scenes. I mean, we've been talking for 20 minutes. It was just a big hug fest. I think it was just like my arms are sore from hugging everybody so much, and just a lot of ass slapping, high fiving, all kinds of good stuff like that going on. But hopefully everyone is off to a great morning. I know I am. It's always a good day. But we got probably a fairly short show today. I'm going to be on the air 3 times today. I'm on this show. Then we're going to do, I do the Computer Pick show now. Charles, I believe, is still out of town, so I'm going to fly solo on that. I kind of like flying solo. I like having Charles on some of the shows, and I'm going to fly solo on some of the shows. I think the way that I do it, because we did it my way. We went 2-0 yesterday in a Computer Pick show, so I like 2-0. We'll be doing that again today. Same way as we did yesterday. We'll do 2 picks, the old school style. Hopefully we'll win them again. But nice to go 2-0 in the Computer Pick show. And then I'm on the drive-thru today. And I'm giving out a 2-team parlay for Saturday. So, guys, be sure to join us on the drive-thru. Ruffalo, Tony, and Joe D'Amico are going to be hosting, but I'm the guest. I'm the bottom square. I'm the bottom one on the thing. We don't want to say square because then Bitler, we give him material. But anyway, speaking of Bitler, we got him. We got Ann. We got Rod. We got Chris Ruffalo. We lost. Oh, wait a minute. I hit the wrong button. How about that? I put up the NHL slide there. And it was me and Brian ready to call the Dallas Stars and the Tampa Bay Lightning game there. Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Morning.
When's the NHL supposed to come back?
They're still trying to decide.
Oh, okay.
They're tentatively looking at January 1st as the date, and they're just not sure how they're going to set it up yet. They want to either set it up where they might have teams fly to like a bubble situation for 10, 12 days, play a bunch of hockey, and then go back out. Other teams fly in 10, 12 days, fly out. It'll be like 12 on, week off, play hockey for 12, week off is what they're trying to do to try to get things going. But either way, they're hard behind the scenes trying to get hockey going for sure.
Rod's like, I got this problem solved, man. Let me get on the call with these guys. I got a garden hose. It's like 25 below zero here. I'll just turn it on. We'll just skate right in my front yard. How about that?
Yeah.
We'll buy a couple pucks.
Right here.
Just come on over. It's Steak Friday. Just everybody. We'll just get a whole freaking cow. It's like play around the clock. We'll play.
Exactly. We can have 20 rinks going.
It's like,
oh man,
I got some of those silver lights from Home Depot with the floods. Whatever.
There's so many rig-ready Rams around here with the pipeline. We can line up rig-ready Rams across the rink and have all the lights going. Oh yeah, we could light it up a nice hockey game here for sure.
I think
how much money would they lose though, not having fans for a whole season? That would be terrible.
Well, it might happen again. I mean, even though there's a cure, I don't know.
Anyway, we'll be busy at that point once hockey starts because we'll have hockey, NBA, college basketball, NFL, college football.
Everything.
So.
Yep. A lot of the people putting up their college basketball season passes. I haven't put mine up. I know you guys. Cash is king, right? So it's like it's the same thing I do in my business, right? It's like cash is king. So it's like. It's just like I don't like buying futures. I don't like doing too many futures bets unless I really, really like them. Unless you see like an Eagles over 9.5 or something, right? You got to hit the under. But it's like, it's I don't like to do too many of those. It's like I'd rather have my cash, and then if I'm going to buy something, I kind of just pay cash at the end, and then I know where I stand. So it's everyone has their own way of doing things, but
you buy it for a cheaper price because once the season is right there, it's going to be a little bit higher again. And so if you want to discount it, some people like discounts. You get in a little early, save some money, and I don't know. That's how I think of it.
Okay. I don't discount mine, so I don't care.
No,
I guess that's why I don't put it out there, because I don't discount mine. I put mine out at fair prices, and I work my ass off, and I deliver every single day, so I don't think I need to discount. I think what they get from the beginning is more than good value compared to the other crap that the other sites are putting out. That's for sure. I don't know. It's just my take. Speaking of my take, Ann, What are you thinking about today? What do you got for sale? How much do you hate the Akron Zips? Or Ohio? It's Ohio.
I'm a fan of them now. I hate Ohio. They're dead to me. They screwed me last week, screwed me this week. So fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I'm done. They are on the dead list.
Shame on
Western, you. So, congratulations. I had up there I pulled a Bittler. I had a no limit play on the total on the Kent State game. You guys saw us 55.5. They went to like 80 something. Easy win. Big money day for me, even though I broke even on the site. I have up there tonight.
Wow, Kevin. Total. That's super generous, man. Wait, $100 super chat. That's crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That
is so nice.
That is super nice.
We love our audience, man.
We're
the best audience.
$100 super chat. Thank you. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Back to your shtick.
Oh, you're good.
You go. Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Good. Yeah, huge money yesterday on that total. But I have another total that I love, and I also threw up there a spread. I'm probably gonna put up one more game, but I do love the total I have up there tonight, so definitely get on that.
Rod, how about you?
For me, I got a Hump Day Birdcage for you. It's Hump Day, and what better way to kick off Hump Day than with more winners? After a nice 5-1 start in the Maction. And I got 3 more Maction winners. Keep on cashing. Jump on this Birdcage. Love it.
Brian?
Speaking of sales, like we did earlier, I got the first time I've ever done it on Pick Dogs. You get my 1-year pass, $9.95.95, $2.73 a day. Check it out at pickdogs.com. Today's the day to get done because at 10 o'clock tonight I'm taking it away. So
I'm not running that. I'm not running a competing special with that. You want to sell your year for $1,000? Good luck. That's less than $100 a month. No thanks. I.
Well, it's only going to last until 9 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, it'll last in less than 9 seconds if it was my package, man. It's like at $12.99 a month, that's like $100 a month. I charge $129 a week, and a lot of people buy that. $100 a month at $12.99 is $100 something dollars a month. That's like $3 a day. I give out a ton of picks, so it's like it ends up being
every once in a while you got to toss the guys a bone. So
yeah, it's called Cyber Monday and Christmas in July. It's like twice a year, and it's like we're not Kohl's over here where it's always a sale, right?
No, it's a special day today. Today's Veterans Day, so
I thought that was yesterday.
No,
I did too, but
the banks were closed yesterday, right?
Were they?
Yes, you got the wrong day. Anyways, Chris.
Looking for a bit of a bounce back today, and I missed out on that Buffalo game by just a little bit. But I got my Whale Bet Wednesday package up today. 3 of my biggest bets for the MAC today. I'm loving these plays. I'm gonna have them over at the website, $29.95. Planning to sweep the board today.
If you have a serious question, you don't want to be kicked out. My email is mitch@pickdogs.com. You can send it there. If you have something there that you have to worry that you're going to get kicked out, the place to send it is mitch@pickdogs.com or mitch@sportschatplace.com. Just shoot me an email. I'll answer it. But if you're worried about getting kicked out for saying something, by all means, email it to me. Then you won't get kicked out, right? Just get a nasty response.
Well, you may not.
You may not. You may not. Today is Veterans Day. I guess I am wrong. 11/11.
Yeah, I just looked at today is Veterans Day.
Right. Well, you should have done it for 1100.
Surf must have been.
You should have done it for. You should have done it for 1100, right? Because it's 11/11. 1100.
Yep.
That's true.
Oh, there you go.
Bank was open yesterday. Weird. All right.
The surf was up, though. You said though, right? Did they close the bank to go surfing?
Well, I don't know. The hell do I know?
Surf's up. Let's go.
All right, we got 3 games today. And
How close is the Pearl Harbor Memorial to where you live? Just out of curiosity.
half-hour plane ride plus
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Forget it. I was just wondering if you ever seen it before.
I've seen it. It's just, it's on a different island. Hawaii is a series of islands. And that's like...
Oh, I know that. I just didn't know where it was.
It's in Oahu. Honolulu. Northern Illinois against Central Michigan. And what do you...
Northern Illinois against Central Michigan. Both defenses kind of suck. So I don't really see this as being a defensive game. I'm probably going to lay the points with the under on this one at 59.
How about you, Rod?
For me, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take this over. I think we can get enough points here to push this over the number. Give me the over.
How about you, Brian?
Well, Northern Illinois, I don't like how this line is just going up and up. They're giving you points and points. I mean, the public's all over Central Michigan here, and if I have to bet the game, I'm going to take Northern Illinois. I don't see it being more than a touchdown win for the Chippewas of Central Michigan, so I think there's value here. I'd wait, though, until kickoff, maybe you can get a 10 out of it.
Chris?
Especially if they get the ball.
Yeah, I'm with Rod on this one. I think it's going to go over 58. I could see it being a 35-24 game. I just don't like the amount of inexperience on that Northern Illinois lineup, and I think Central Michigan does a good job scoring here, so I'll take the over.
I like the way Central Michigan threw deep last week, and I like that quarterback. He's a freshman, true freshman. And he's out of, I know, like, he's from Miami, and we talk about those Miami high schools that produce all the pro players. He's from one of those. He's from Jackson High School. So, look out, man. This guy's a potential NFL player. Eastern Michigan versus Ball State. Ball State kind of, I don't know how they lost that game last week. They were kind of winning. And then Eastern Michigan did what they kind of always do, which is get the game onto a weird number that's weird for the other team if they want to cover. Right, and then they end up covering on, like a 5-point game or something. Right, it's like that's what they do. If they're getting 3, they lose by 2. If they're getting 2, they lose by 1. He went Carroll City. I'm sorry, he did not go to Jackson. He went to Carroll City, which is, tons of pro players. I can name them off the top of my head, NFL players that went to Carroll City High School. They have probably. I'm going to guess that Carroll City has more NFL players than any other high school in the history of the NFL. Anyways, doesn't mean that he's going to be the next Peyton Manning. And where are we?
So this game, when Ball State played last week, they went over. And Mike Noon, coaching Ball State, he's 4-15 at his next games when they go over. So also with Eastern Michigan, they're 9-1 off of a loss of 7 points or more. So you have to be crazy not to take Eastern Michigan here. I just love it. Put the plus.
Rod?
For me in this one, I think you look at the Ball State's offense. They've scored 31 points in their first game. Eastern Michigan offense only scored 23, and I think you get even a little bit less than that. I think this number's too high. Give me the under. I don't think we get over that score. I think this is going to be a tough beat-em-up game between the 20s. Give me the under.
Ball State didn't cover last weekend. Eastern Michigan did cover.
Yep. Ball State did not cover. They blew the game.
I forgot to mention that.
They blew the game. They blew the cover. They blew everything.
Yeah.
They blew their lunch. Brian.
Blew it all.
Yep.
Yeah, I lost.
Speaking
on Ball
speaking
State
of
last
blowing.
week. I blew it on Ball State last week, but in this one here, I think Rod's exactly right. I think the total's up like about 4 points here, but I think it's past the point where you want to take the over. So I think Eastern Michigan struggles to score again today. So I'll go with the under 62.
I don't even see how it got past 42. Chris? I don't even understand this one. I mean, have you seen the field goal kickers in the MAC this year? I mean, not even close. I mean, did you see that Ohio kicker? What the hell is that? And it's like I could have done that. I could do that, man. I could do that. Seriously. You wanted someone in there to miss field goals? I mean, how are you short on a 22-yarder?
Oh, no, I can kick a golf ball. I'm sure I can kick a football, too. So get my foot wedge out.
A lot of them were soccer players. Like, I think there's like, and I know, Chris, you will get on that percentage. It's like a crazy percentage of how
The
many
weird
of
thing
them
is about, like,
were
I mean,
soccer players.
I know there have been NFL players that hit golf balls around in the stadium. They knock them out. But actually, it's not as impressive as you think, you know, to knock a golf ball out of a stadium. Because if you think about it, right, 100 yards is the field. That's a gap wedge for me. So, you know, a driver, you know, especially for an NFL player, you know, 260, 300, you know, it's nothing. Knock it right out of the stadium into the parking lot. Lawrence Taylor used to do it. But it's nothing, you know, it's like the football field's 100 yards. It's a gap wedge.
I think for this one, I'm going to take Eastern Michigan with the points as well. I just think, you know, Preston Hutchinson did well in his first game, and I just don't like the way that Ball State choked up that lead. I think they could score here, but I think they're going to give up their fair share of points as well. And I think Eastern Michigan's going to have a shot to win this one late. So I'll take Eastern Michigan in the points in this one.
You still on the couch, Chris?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
You're going to stay away from the Beavers and Cougars comments going forward? That's safe to say.
No, sir. No, sir. I'll just make sure she's in another room.
I thought it was great. I was laughing when I watched it.
But you're not engaged to me. That's the problem.
That's true. I was like, oh, that's a genius. I thought it was like
Out
clever.
of context, she didn't know that we were talking about college football, and she kind of gave me that look like, wait a minute, what did you just say? Oh, I paid for that one. With
Nothing wrong with
interest.
a Cougar. I like Cougars.
Well, the best game on the board on paper, Western Michigan against Toledo. This is really, when you look at the MAC matchups all the way, you know, this is the third day of MAC games, right, that we've had. This is the best game we've seen so far, at least on paper. And
Yeah, I was having some trouble capping this game, but I started really leaning towards. I like the over on this. I'm also leaning towards. I'm going to give this out probably as a free premium play. Is the Western Michigan at -3. Toledo's 0-6 on turf games the last 2 years on road, and they're also 0-6 on against the spread for the last 2 years for the road games. So I'm really feeling this one here, the -3. But if you want to prefer, just buy a money line. I think it's -145 for the money line right now. That's my free premium play for you guys today.
all right, so this guy, the guy Marquise, he sent me the email, and he has some serious questions here, and these are all legitimate, so I'm going to address them on the show. Number one, following you for a while, and all he's saying is that he never sees me post tickets, and the thing is, I don't live in a legal U.S. betting state, so I don't always have tickets. That's part of the problem. But when I'm in Vegas, I post tickets all the time. I've posted many, many tickets on this show. I posted even parlays. I said, I'm in Vegas. I'm going to do a $200. I posted a ticket. I posted, you know, my Miami Notre Dame. I had $18,000 or something on the game. Posted it on here. I believe me, I've posted many tickets throughout the years. I live in a non-U.S. betting state, and some of the sports books that I do use online, like for the halftime shows and stuff like that, I can't endorse them on the show because I have contracts with the U.S. books, and if you show on offshore sports books, then they take away your license. So there's logistics on that as to why I don't show tickets. I guess there's a way. Maybe we'll figure out something. I don't know. I have in the past when I can, but it doesn't really matter. The whole idea isn't that you post your tickets before the game. The idea is that you post your picks before the game. The other question is, and this one is legitimate, very legitimate, and 100% legitimate. And it says, I see Tony Brown. It says, I was just asking a serious question. Why isn't there any black handicappers on your site? Okay, I see Tony Brown, but I haven't seen him in a video since Picks and Parlays last year. Exclamation point. Okay, is there something wrong with black cappers or you don't condone it? Just curious. Hoping to lock in with some packages very soon. Thanks again for the long hours you dedicate to the sports betting world. Tony Brown. So Tony Brown, I offered him, and Brian can confirm this because Brian helped me bring cappers onto the site. So Brian can confirm this, that day one when I opened the site, and I offered Tony Brown to come. Yeah. He had other things going on. Tony he has personal things that were going on, and he couldn't come at the time. But he has stayed in touch over the time. Tony Brown only started on the site on November 1st. He just started 10 days ago. He's going to be on. He's going to be on the drive-thru. Probably have him on here. Probably have him doing videos with me. We just haven't had the time. I don't have anything against any race of cappers. I'm the only one that has a woman handicapper. And it's not just like a hostess on the show or something like that, like some of these other people. I mean, like Kelly in Vegas, right? She wants to be a handicapper. She wants to be seen as the expert, but I don't think she's actually out there as a handicapper. And I mean, she should be, because she is she's way better than a lot of the men out there. Way better. I mean, not just a little bit better, way better and way more educated. And I'll tell you, even the games that she's wrong, she's still better than some of the guys that are right. You know? Way better. Way, way, way better. And it's like, it doesn't matter if you're man, woman, black, white, Chinese, whatever. I don't care. If you're qualified to be on the site, then you're qualified to be on the site. The way that things have shaken out, I haven't been approached by that many black handicappers out there. But if I was, I would have them on the site. The issue that I have one guy that wants to be on the site, but the issue with him is, and it's Kane, and hey, Kane, he's out there, and we talk every day, okay? The issue is that he's raw, okay? Super duper raw in this business. My business isn't just on Facebook. My business I'm not a Twitter handicapper. I have real sponsors, real business, real people that I work with. We have 60 plus people that are working our organization. I'm not just some guy on Twitter, on Facebook or something like that can just hit and run, right? I don't have like a clown. Well, some people think I have a clown face, but it's like, I don't have like a picture of a clown or a picture of this or something, right? And say, oh, get my picks, and then I lose, and I change to this, right? Or this or something, right? It's not how it works. So it's like, because we kind of did everything on the fly, and with the COVID stoppage, bringing in new handicappers is difficult, right? But because it takes a little bit of a grooming process. These guys all in the bottom row, and Ann will tell you, and these guys will back me on this. These guys have had to help me bring people on board, right? And Ann, when you came on, these guys have helped you, right? And it's like, so amazing. It's just a process. We're all on this together. We're all a team, and it's like, but it's a process. So bringing in someone that's like out on, like Kane, who can pick games correctly, right? He is a good game picker, but there's a difference between a good game picker and a handicapper. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, yep. It's like, you can't be out there smoking a spliff, on my website. You can't be. You can't do it, because
we're all drug tested.
I have other people. You can smoke before you're on the show. I mean, we all know some guys that do that. But anyways, I wouldn't mention any names, right? But it's like, but the thing is that, I can't have those things. So I'm working with Kane, actually, every day. You can ask him, okay? trying to get him to reel it in so I can get him to a point where it's a soft thing. I mean, this guy's around Facebook posting tickets after the games are over, right? Who hates that more than I do? I mean, actually, some of the other guys, Kyle from Legit Picks, he's gone out to his group and he said, anybody that wants to be a moderator in my group and your sole job will be to eliminate tickets posted after the games, contact me. Rod, you know Kyle, right? I mean, from Legit.
If you'll talk to me, he banned me, man.
Did he?
Yes, he banned me. He thought he was long story, but yeah, he banned me.
Well, I banned you too.
Kicked me right out of Legit Picks and went, see you later, and away I went.
Wow.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So I have an amazing friend. His name's Troy. He's black. He is the best. I mean, this guy nails them down. He sends me his parlays. He's amazing, and I actually wanted to introduce you guys, but the problem is he's like, I'm nervous. Like, I don't think I'll do well then. And I'm
well,
like,
we'll do a call, the three of us. Well, the three of us will do a call. But we had it.
I'll give you his number. You'll have to convince him. He's just, so maybe, I don't know if there's other people out there that feel that same way that are in his shoes, but he's unbelievable. He's so good. But,
all right, so it's fine.
I mean, with NFL, he doesn't do college.
I don't care. I don't care what they are. So we had Ricky Tran. He was Asian. It turned out he wasn't who he said he was. He wasn't Asian at all. He's some other capper from another site that I would never let on my site, ever.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, this guy is so good in NFL. I mean, it's unreal.
Yeah, and we'll do a call,
He's
but it's
I don't
this
wanna,
isn't the time to do it. But I'm just saying, I welcome anyone, and if you have experience out there working on a website, then that makes it a lot easier. If you don't, then you got to work with these guys. You know?
Yeah.
Then you got to work with these guys, and they will coach you up. But I can't have you showing, like, playing copyrighted music, showing logos of companies, Nike or something, you know, like on your videos, like any of those things. They will get you thrown out. Okay? I've been doing this for 15 years, right? So I know what you can and can't do. I've seen people thrown off YouTube, right? We've seen entire accounts get wiped out of YouTube, right? And that's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Using copyright information, you know, drugs, you know, things like that. I know it's legal in a lot of places, but there's a lot of people that there's a lot of sponsors out there and people like that don't. And if you use it, that's your own business. I don't give a shit, you know? What do I care? You know? As long as you do your job and you show up and you pick and, you know, you don't offend people, what do I care? But I think this is a good point, and it's something that needs to be not just call me out on it. You need to call the industry out. I'm all about it, man. Mm-hmm. I'm all about
Absolutely.
I never once said to Ann when I brought her on board, I want you to be like kind of the hostess of our show. And kind
Never.
Never once, man.
No.
Never once.
And you guys all have been wonderful.
Same with
It's been
Ruffalo.
a pleasure working with you guys. All of you guys have helped me, even when I've gone through, you know, cold spells. You know, I've reached out. How do you guys deal with this? Because, you know, it's different when you're handicapping and giving out picks to people compared to when you're just doing it on your own. And you guys have really been wonderful and supported me. And, you know, I've grown just even from the little bit of time I've been on your site. I really feel like I've gotten better at what I do.
So when I was at Picks and Parlays, it was me that brought Tony Brown on. And you can ask Tony that. I was the one that brought him on. Tony reached out to all the other sites. Covers, he reached out to everybody, and nobody would give him a shot. And I was the one, and that's why he's coming with us. Because I was the one that gave him a shot.
It's not easy to get on sites no matter what your nationality is. If you just reach out to sites that are successful, like Mitch's site or Covers or the other guys, you know, it's not like they just put you on there. You need, you know, so it's not easy for anybody.
I will tell you, and people know this about me, right? If you catch me one day, catch you another day, you might get an entirely different answer. But Mondays are usually a bad day, right? It's like, but it's true. If you catch me at just the right time, I'm like Ron Romanelli, you know, it's like, he's a young guy, he's eager, he's enthusiastic. Now he's like, you know, asking favors. You know, can you switch days with me on the drive-thru? It's like, you know, it's like you give a moose a muffin, right? But anyways, No, it's a legitimate question. It's a legitimate concern. And like I said, my door is always open for quality people. And I say the same thing on our site. We're stacked with writers right now. We have more writers than we need, right, Chris? We have we're pretty much at capacity. But some guy, emailed me and he's like, I do horse racing. Come on board, man, right? I had another guy, I cover cricket. Come on board, man. It's like, these are, if you have a different skill that we don't cover, I can't create positions for you because I'm actually going to restructure Pick Dogs and the way that is, and that's going to change everything. And Sports Chat is going to go under a major overhaul in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And probably by the launch of college basketball, you're not going to recognize the site anymore. I mean, you're going to recognize the content, but you're not going to recognize the site. And it's going to be super cool. And I don't know, I guess my logo, this will be my other outdated logo shirt. But anyways, it's a good question. I like it, and keep calling me out. If it's something like that, call me out all day, man. All day. Because I'm with you. I am 100%. I'm not like, when there was the Floyd thing and there was the news thing, I wasn't the one that like waited till oh man, what do I say to my audience, whatever. I came right on as soon as I saw it. Right, I went on this whole rant, the whole thing. I was like, I don't care. It's not political, not anything else. You don't put a knee on your guy's throat, for 40 minutes or whatever it is. There's nothing okay about it, no matter what color anybody is. There's nothing okay about it. I was mad that day. I went off. But that was way before anybody else said anything. Before those race riots. I don't wait till people pressure me. I take it to them, man. You guys know that.
It's like your losses. You just deal with it right away.
Yeah.
Beat around the bush.
I'm the guy. I get the credit card statement. The second I get it, I pay it. It's like I don't even want to know about it, man. It's like my wife's credit card statement. I never even see it. It's like, I don't even look at that bank account. I don't even look.
Well, I'm gonna try to get Troy to at least come on the show and maybe he's just amazing, especially the NFL. He doesn't do college football or any of that, but he's so good with NFL. He's amazing. So now hopefully maybe you can text him, and he's just like very shy about it. So
we'll talk to him. Yeah. We'll show him my first video, and then we'll show him videos later on that year. My first one. My spot.
I've been telling him since I started here, and he's like, no.
I think Jeremy Maclin is going to be an NFL wide receiver. So
it's nerve-wracking as heck getting on your first video to do a YouTube video. It was definitely nerve-wracking. It was no cakewalk in the park. I didn't
believe me. I had Rod and Chris for their first videos. So I'd do a little hand holding. Ruffalo got waxed his first day. Slaughtered.
My first 2 days.
Slaughtered.
The first 2 days I went over.
We could do a college basketball preview show. I'm up for it. So what time is it? It's all right. I got about 4 minutes. Did we finish all the games here? I think we did.
No, I never gave out a Toledo pick.
All right, let's get back to Toledo. Thank you, Marquise, for the question. And those types of questions, I like that you sent it to me in email because you were able to really say the whole thing here. But I agree with you on that. And the reason is I've been approached by not many black handicappers is the reason why we don't have many. If I was approached by more, I'm sure we would have more. It's just, so we had another one. We had another guy. His name was Dez. He was a friend of Rod's, and he just decided he didn't want to do it. Right? He was another black handicapper.
It wasn't for him.
Yeah, he just didn't want to do it.
He tried, and it just...
Yeah, he tried doing it, and he was kind of like, this isn't really what I do, because he likes to put his games in at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's like...
I get that.
Which I get it, because, I have late information too, Believe me, but it's hard to... it's hard when you're putting out picks, and you have... Because anyone that's ever bought picks from us that's had a handicapper put in picks late, I've gotten an email from. So it makes it difficult. Maybe just do some late information packages. I don't know.
Remember that guy who used to be called the Vegas Runner? He used to have his plays come out like 3 in the afternoon or 4. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I get late information. I bet them big. You know, some of my biggest bets are on late information. That's for sure. You know,
Especially
But
in
as
being
handicap,
anything
yeah.
load management, and then you don't know, and all of a sudden, hour before the game, it's like, oh, I'm going to take a load management day today, and you're like, oh, that's not good. Jeez.
Yeah, you just can't wait till 4 or 5 in the afternoon to put
No.
something out. It just doesn't work.
so Mike is saying that Northwestern has more players, Miami Northwestern and St. Thomas Aquinas. I probably that's true. I would guess that Northwestern has more, and St. Thomas Aquinas probably has more recent ones but Northwestern I bet traditionally has more. And sure, you're beautiful. Comment.
Thank you.
We're not getting the full creep factor there. Just a compliment.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for not being extra creepy. We appreciate it. Speaking of creepy, Brian, did you give your pick?
No, I haven't. I like the under here. I'm not sure why we've seen it tick. It's ticked down a point with the cash coming in all over the over. I think you see a Western Michigan team maybe slightly looking ahead to their big Central Michigan game next week, and I just think the points are tough to come by. I don't know how it got up to this high of a total.
Of these 3 games, you see any money line dog opportunities out here?
If I was going to bet one money line dog, it'd be Toledo, but even that's not something I'm rushing to the bank to bet.
Chris?
Yeah, Brian stole my thunder on that one. I'm going Toledo money line on this one. 3-0 straight up and against the spread in the last 3 against Western Michigan. I like what Western Michigan did with Caleb Ellaby at quarterback, but they still have to replace the running back, and there's still a ton of experience for Toledo. They got those 2 running backs, Koback and Seymour, and I think they run all over Western Michigan here, so I'd go Toledo money line.
All right. There you have it. I think I did over in the video, but I think I actually like the under, too.
I like the under.
Yeah, I think I like the under.
For this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
gave
got
out.
for the Toledo. I have the over written down.
I gave out
They
over in the
gave
video.
They gave Akron 13 points.
I'm leaning
so.
under. I don't know. Yeah, that's what
I'm on the over here.
I mean, both these teams like to throw. I mean, they like to throw.
They gave Akron 13 points. So I was like, yeah, it's over.
All right.
We'll see. You never know.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us. We always appreciate it, and thanks for the. It was a good day for a thought-provoking question. You know, it's always a good day for them, but today was a good day because there wasn't that many games. So we appreciate all of you. Thank you for stopping by. Smash the like button. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. I'll be back at 5 Eastern time. I'm doing the computer pick show while Ormsby's out of town, so you don't have to sit there and. Charles gets a little carried away. I gave Charles a little too much of the hammer there, so we're gonna reel him back in. But I think what it is that with the computer picks with spread knowledge, there's so much damn information in there. It's like you can't possibly go over it on a 15-minute show, and Charles is like trying to. So it's like it's kind of like so I learned by doing, right? It's like if someone says, well, this is how you tie a knot, right, and they just go. It's like, I don't know how to do it, right? But if they walk you through it and you actually tie the knot, then I learn how to do it, right? But so that's like Charles, like flipping around the screen. I blame that for why I was so crappy in school. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow. We only got 2 games tomorrow, so have a great day.